Huh?
I said you was playing Fortnite. You gotta thank the bus driver. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of I Don't Even Combat Talk. Bye. I don't even know. I'm your host, Pretty Boy President. I'm
Get
here
it
with
right, boy.
and I'm here with the other host.
Bitch boy Marco.
Yeah, we're here with another 5-minute episode.
A recap. This is a recap, baby.
Yep.
Real intro.
What?
Did we say roller intro on the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to start off with UFC. Burns Malott main event,
Mm-hmm.
and was it Toronto? Where was it? It was in Canada, but where?
Yeah, I think it was Corrado. Yeah, I thought it was in the British Columbia.
Don't they speak a lot of French in Canada?
In Quebec.
How do you feel about that?
That's like the worst combination.
That's crazy.
I can't say that.
Just for people to know, Pedro hates French people, so if you're French, you got a problem. Be to Pedro about it. I mean, I watched it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of forgot all the dudes, like the people, but it was a fun card.
Mm-hmm.
People went there to fucking scrap. Just in the prelims,
Mm-hmm.
out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
3, 4 of them were finishes,
Mm-hmm.
and one was a draw,
Yeah.
and 2 were decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, however, even the decisions were pretty exciting. I didn't watch the opening one, but then I watched Josh Castaneda versus Mark Wallogden. Bro, they're going ham, man.
Yeah.
Mark Wallington started good. He ended up getting a little tired. Josh Castaneda kind of picked it up, and on the third round,
Mm-hmm.
they're just going ham, bro. That was a good ass fight. The next one went flyweight Jay Aldrich versus Jamie Lynn Horth. Controversial decision win for JJ. I personally think Jamie Lynn won. Even the commentators were saying Jamie Lynn won, and they gave it to JJ Aldrich. Yeah, I didn't agree with that. It wasn't a good performance from JJ at all, so it was kind of strange. Then, woman bantamweight Melissa Croden versus Daria Zeleznayakova.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good fight, man. Uh, Daria started off very good, using her like kind of long range and moving around, circling around a lot. But then eventually Melissa was able to kind of figure out how to cut her off and grapple her a little bit, and took that second and third round eventually. But that was a good fight. They both kind of went ham. The moment that they would start throwing on each other, they'll really start throwing. Tanner Bowser versus Golkim Sarakim, heavyweight bout. Pretty exciting at first too. They're both kind of going hand in hand. I feel like Tanner Bowser started kind of taking off a little bit on Golkim Sarakum. Seemed like Golkim Sarakum got a little gas, and out of fucking nowhere lands a fucking bomb on Bowser and knocks him out.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Julian LeBlanc versus Robert Valentine, round one submission. It was kind of easy work for Robert Valentine. And then lastly, Dennis Bazuksha versus Mauricio Barbosa on the prelims. Barbosa knocked out Dennis Bazurja with a crazy, what do you call it? The Brazilian hook.
The Brazilian left hook.
But yeah, it was kind of crazy. Kind of unexpected too. They were going ham from the very beginning.
Mm.
Then to open up the main card, Tiago Moises versus Gage Young. Young looked pretty good too.
Mm.
Uh, had a little rough time on the first round, kind of just getting going. But once he got going, and kind of Tiago started off good and then kind of faded off. I didn't want to watch Jasmine Jazudova Karen Silva. Oh, this one was kind of interesting. I don't know if you know about this one. This lightweight bout, Mundell Nalo versus Jai Herbert. You know who Jai Herbert is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dude that gave Ilya his hardest fight.
Yeah.
with that head kick. For the people that don't know, um, really hurt Ilya, and Ilya had really had to dig in deep. But eventually, Ilya got Jai Herbert out of there. Um, fought this guy named Mandel Nalo. Manel Nalo is 36 years old, right?
Mhm.
Something like that, or 34, something like that. He's in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
Let me let me confirm on the age. No, he's not 36. He's old though. Hold up,
Mhm.
give me 1 minute. No, he's 36, bro. He's 36,
Mhm.
and he just debuted
Yeah.
in the
Damn.
UFC. Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
And so he's supposed to be like a big deal. Um, he had a good performance in the Dana White Contender Series back in September.
Yeah.
Debuts versus Jay Herbert.
Mhm.
Bro, Herbert knocked the fuck out of him.
Damn.
Bad. He dropped him once. Nala was able to recover. I know, but first Nala was landing some crazy shit on Jai Herbert.
Mhm.
Like he just started coming in there flurrying on him, and Jai Herbert kind of weathered through the storm. He got dazed too. He got dropped,
Mhm.
but Nalo fucking got caught slipping. A hook, and then I think he recovered, and then I think it was another hook or a straight right that dropped him. Uh, next, I really enjoyed this fight, even though it went to a decision. Kyler Phillips versus Charles Jourdain. Man, it was a constant back and forth. Crazy scrambles. Kyler Phillips is definitely better on the ground than Charles Jourdain, but Jourdain was able to kind of find his way back up all the time. Didn't stay. He did kind of get held down a little bit, but bro, he's so active. Charles Jourdain, he was at
Mhm.
lightweight, and he was getting fucked up at lightweight. But ever since he dropped the bantamweight, I think he's on a 3 or 4 win streak now. So he's doing well. And bro, he was so active from like because Kyle Phillips is way better at the ground and way better jiu-jitsu.
Mhm.
Um, and was able to get mount and kind of like be on top. But Charles Jourdain was doing so much damage from the bottom and trying for different submissions. It was kind of interesting to watch. He
Yeah.
used like the attempt for a guillotine as a defense for
Mhm.
being on the ground. He would like grab like a chin strap,
Mhm.
like grab on him, and with that would like find his way to like kind of scoot his legs out and kind of start standing up. It was kind of interesting to see
Mhm.
how he used like. I mean, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Use like um attempts, like submission attempts to find
Yeah.
where he's out. But anyways, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I think it was a high level fight.
Mhm.
Next main event, kind of what we all showed up. Uh, I mean, honestly, the reason I tuned in, even though it ended up being a better card than expected, Gilbert Burns takes on Mike Malott. Mike Malott being the third Canadian to highlight in Canada.
Really.
Yep.
Hmm.
Um, to main event in Canada. I mean, but yeah, Mike Malott. He rising star in a way. 34, so he's a little bit up there. However, he's on a 4 win streak.
Mhm.
Um, hasn't lost since the beginning of 24. So 2 years he's been winning, making his way up. Takes on a veteran, a fan favorite, Gilbert Burns. Just fought the best of the best, title contender. But ultimately, man, Mike Mallon is able to finish Gilbert Burns in that um, 2 minutes into the third round. Kind of sad to see.
Mhm.
I I thought Mallow was gonna win, to be honest. Even though Burns is definitely one of my favorites, I feel like he's put on some great fights that people don't appreciate. I guess I feel
Mhm.
like people forget, but he's put on some. I mean, he's fought the best for the past
Yeah.
how many years?
Ev- Last five, I think.
But
Yeah, since he fought Usman, or I feel like since he fought Usman for that title.
yeah, I mean, even before that, he's fought everybody.
Yeah.
But anyways, and Gilbert Burns after his loss retires.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Hurt, man. Hurt. No. I feel like he's a fan favorite. If you dislike Burns, you're not really a MMA fan, or a UFC fan. He's just one of those guys that fight anyone, anywhere. May not be the best, or may lose, win.
If it comes out his hardest fight,
Yeah,
he dropped Usman.
right.
I mean, you want to talk about well, you want to use the word gatekeeper, but he's like in a positive way, a
Yeah.
gatekeeper. You know,
Mhm.
like he's not an easy win.
No.
I forgot what stat they were saying, but like I think out of like his past 7 losses, they're all like champs or soon to be champs or
Top five.
top contenders or
Yeah.
whatever, which is kind of fucking crazy, you know?
That just shows you the caliber of
I think
the.
they're saying the only person that hasn't fought for a belt is Morales,
Mm,
and he's going to.
right.
So once he does,
Mm,
I think every one of his fights has fought for the belt.
yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the gatekeeper before you get into the fucking
Title.
yeah.
Right.
Because there's like gatekeepers that have like they're in between like 10 to 15 rankings, right?
Yeah.
But I forgot what Burns is 8 or something like that. I think
Mhm.
so. But regardless, Burns retires, man.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about too is what we were talking about earlier about the weight class. He's a prime example, no?
Yeah. Those guys that are too small for welter and too big for 155. Yeah. There's a big jump, 55 to 70.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So 165er.
Yeah. We hear a lot of rumors about. We always hear a lot of things about
Yeah, I feel like the past
160.
3 years.
Yeah.
There's nothing since like your boy was supposed to come back. Uh,
Honor.
Connor.
Mm.
When that isn't that wasn't that like to me that was like when it was the biggest
Mhm.
rumor, right? When he was
Yeah.
supposed to come back versus Chandler and it was gonna be at 165
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Never happened, but
Mhm. And there's so many people, at least at the time, that could have been at 165. Could have had Dustin, Gaethje, had Burns, Kobe. He's a small welterweight. Um, I think of the other welterweights. Yeah, there's just a bunch of guys that could have been at that middleweight, and I feel like it would have been a.
Kamara would have done good there too.
You think? Yeah, yeah,
Would have been interesting to watch.
yeah.
Um,
There could possibly been the first three division champ because you can make 155, 165, and 170.
right. I think that's why it's the big jump, so it doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Because then you got Alex,
That what's his name? Dude that just got beat by Morales.
Brady.
Brady. He'll
Mm,
be a good,
yeah, yeah.
because he's too small. I think, especially
Welter.
once he's standing next to those fuckers up there.
Yeah,
Once you're standing next to fucking Morales, Kamza, like
Ian
those dudes.
Gary.
Ian Gary, you think?
Yeah, he's tall. Blank.
Yeah, but he's skinny.
Yeah,
Even Pratis at 165 would be cool.
yeah,
No?
yeah.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, there's so many people that I feel like 165 would be neat for him.
Mhm.
Even Leon.
Yeah.
Leon there right now, especially at where he's at in his career,
Yeah.
165. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, sad to see Burns go.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does well in his.
You think he's gonna go back on the podcast?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Uh, I feel maybe not because what Connor does so well on his YouTube.
Mm.
I feel like that podcast is a waste of time for him.
Yeah.
He does so much content too in the
Yeah.
Brazilian world and the Portuguese world.
Yeah.
Um, that he got no need for that podcast in my opinion.
Mm.
Like I'm sure it did okay, but probably nowhere close to what he's doing.
Right. Solo.
What I think though, and that's what that Gilbert Burns would do a lot of training, like a
Mm.
lot of coaching,
Yeah.
because he's out of
Top team.
yeah, out in Boca.
Mm.
There's a lot of that's a pretty big gym for him going
Yeah.
out of Boca,
Yeah.
so he could be cornering a lot. I
And
mean, I think he's worth like I think he'll be a good coach, man.
yeah.
He's got so much fucking experience.
Right.
He trained with fucking Kamaru forever.
Right.
Like, you don't think he's got some fucking gyms
Right. Yeah.
for the gym?
100%. Yeah.
So hopefully they see him in the corner. I hope he's still involved in the MMA world because Burns is smart. I think so. Burns is smart. Again, being so small and doing as well as he did,
Right.
I think it's like it's skill set.
Mhm.
It's not, bro. When I was seeing him fight Malott, I'm like, God damn! Like,
Mhm.
and who were we watching him fight today? Oh, Kamzat.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, it's crazy how small Burns look. He's
Yeah.
not a small guy either.
Mm.
He's 5'11", I think. So he's not. I mean, he's not huge, but he's also like not a fucking tall guy.
Right.
And he looked tiny next to these fucking dudes.
Right.
So, anyways, and besides that, the only other thing I saw this weekend is Alicia Baumgardner
Yeah.
unified. Got another belt, so now it has three.
Got
Um,
undisputed. She said she was on her period.
yeah,
Did 12
I
rounds.
hear a lot of your favorite fighter versus Shields was talking a lot about Alicia Baumgardner,
Mm.
saying that her performance was not that good.
Mm.
What do you think?
I don't know why a heavyweight's calling out a fucking lightweight.
Well, allegedly, I'm not picking sides here, right? I'm
Mhm.
just reporting. Alicia Baumgardner is the one that called out Clarissa Shields first,
Yeah.
saying that Clarissa Shields is not that good.
Mm. And I don't think Clarissa's gonna go down to make
Well,
that.
that's kind of what Alicia was going at. She's like, well, she was kind of pointing at saying that Clarissa Shields went up there
Mhm.
because the talent pool is so much easier
Mm.
the higher you go up
Right.
in the women's
Mhm.
weight division. And she ran from other fights to be made at lower weight classes.
Mm.
So, me personally, I don't really know how the women's
Neither do I.
weight classes are structured, to be honest. Because heavyweight is what, 160 plus or something like
At
that?
168, I think.
So, I don't know.
Clarissa might think she could beat Canelo.
Yeah, she probably can, right?
Yeah.
She can also knock out Rolly,
Yep. And beat
Ryan. She called that Ryan too.
yeah.
So,
But she won't call out Tank for some reason.
that's crazy. Anyways, I don't know. Anything else happened this weekend that stood out to you?
uh Nakatani said that he's been studying Crawford versus Canelo,
Okay.
and in a way was like, it's not going to end like that, boy.
He said it just like that.
Yep, verbatim.
Call him boy.
Yep. I'm
I'm
like,
gonna say that for the next pod, no?
yeah.
The news.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. Anything else?
Oh, I didn't see any of the fights. Didn't Whitaker fight?
Yeah. Got a first round knockout.
I didn't watch it.
People were complaining about his level of competition.
He's a real I'm not saying it in an offensive way. Like, he didn't start as a YouTuber, did he?
No.
I don't know why I thought he started as a YouTuber for some
Mm.
reason. He's like a legit,
Boxer.
he's
Yeah.
always been.
Which, well, the main event for this fight was what's his name? Not what's his name? David Morrell versus
Oh,
Callum.
this was supposed to be the David Morrell fight.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
fuck.
Callum Smith. And since Smith pulled out, um, David was like, "Fuck it, bro. Whitaker, let's fight. You're not gonna make this dude's fucking. This dude's easy for you. This dude's a chump. Fight a real man like me."
And Whitaker said no?
I mean, I guess so.
Oh, yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm like, that would have been a big ass step up in competition for him.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, man, I like Morrell a lot, and I feel like he hasn't been able to grab his stride.
Yeah.
So,
I think that fight with him and Smith would have been good.
I think so too. I was looking forward to it.
Especially those guys. Like Smith is, he gonna go out fighting.
Yeah, I think it's like they're out there to bang
Yeah.
for sure.
Morel's fucking there to fucking fight too.
'Cause that fight with Benavides, he gave it to Benavides. He brought it to Benavides.
Yeah.
It's
Dropped him too.
yeah, it's not like he was there to
Just
coast and try to make it to.
and make it a 12 round.
Yeah, no, he was there to fight.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of respect from me after that.
Yeah.
I mean, like it or not, I know that's your favorite fighter, and sometimes I don't give the most respect to Benavides, but um, yeah, I mean, Benavides comes to fights. He's
Yeah.
a scary dude when he's in front of people. So the fact that Morrell brought it to him
Yeah.
tells you, especially as short as his professional career is
Right.
compared to
Benavides.
Benavides or any other dudes up
Right.
there, you know? But besides that, man, I got nothing. You got nothing?
I have nothing.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up, buddy.
Yeah. Well, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating. Comment. Um, have a good retirement, Burns, and we'll see y'all next week.
See ya.